Hey everyone, welcome to the Healthy Brain Podcast. Today is the second part two of brain management in business. Before we get into today's topic and the podcast, I want to invite you to join in on my next webinar. It's on September 23rd, it's in the evening. 3 steps to creating a successful business. It really is a perfect webinar for coaches and body workers and yoga teachers, anyone thinking of starting a business or they're in the midst of creating a holistic health business. In this workshop or webinar, I'll start out with identifying the obstacles keeping you from a successful business. Next, I'll share the 3 steps that will help you to create a successful holistic health business. These are 3 steps that I use continuously and that I've used to create my own very successful business. You'll learn and leave the workshop or webinar with more clarity and a basic plan for kickstarting your business. So whatever level you're at, I welcome you to join the webinar. The link for joining the webinar, registering for the webinar is in the show notes. In the link, just look where a description of this podcast is located and you'll find a link to join in and register for that webinar. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about, in this part 2, brain management of business, there's 4 parts. So this is the second part, is creating a new identity as a business owner. Now, you can think of yourself, if you're a healthcare provider, if you're a yoga teacher, a coach, someone in the health field, you're innately compassionate, you're caring, you're empathetic, serving others. We usually don't go to school for business. So when we're put into this business development role, it's like we're starting back at kindergarten, almost. But we have to really catch up as far as business. There's so many things to learn as far as actions and steps. But what I really want to talk today about is the business mindset, because it does not come natural for many people, especially when you're in the healthcare field. We often, with our mindset in the healthcare field, we're there to serve, we're there to assist people. It may feel uncomfortable to ask for money for your services. And there's a host of other things that feel really uncomfortable, that in a business mindset, for you to be successful, there has to be a shift. So I want to give you some idea on how you can make that shift. It starts with being intentional in creating a business mindset. There's another way to look at business mindset. You may be thinking, well, what does that mean, business mindset? It also means self-concept. So your self-concept means the image we have of ourselves, the idea of our own self-constructed beliefs about ourselves, and it's the response of others to what we are doing. So we create a self-concept in every area of our life. And a business self-concept or a business mindset really requires an intentional choice. And there are a lot of clues if you look at some successful business owners. And I don't mean that you have to be ruthless, because that's not the kind of business we want to create. We want to create a loving, supported business, expansive business that helps you to balance your life and your work, and also empowers other people to live their healthiest lives as well. Right now, you currently may have a business concept, self-concept of the following. So I'll just make a list of how you may be feeling, how you may be acting, how you may be thinking when you think of your business. You could be thinking, I'm so unorganized, no one's interested. It is so competitive in the field I'm looking at creating a business. I don't know what I'm doing. No one is listening to my message. This is hard. This is too complicated. I don't know where to start. I worry what other people will say about me. I can't make good money. I'm not good with money. I'm always late. I'm always working, or insert overwhelmed. I'm too stressed. I feel trapped. I'm insecure. I feel undervalued. I don't feel confident in my message. Are any of these ringing a bell, or are you thinking, that could be me? So you could be feeling really overwhelmed as a business owner, stressed, trapped, insecure, frustrated, exhausted, insignificant, skeptical. These are all, I want to say, normal. Okay. It's normal to be feeling this way and to be thinking this way. And it does get better. So, first off, know that it is normal to feel this way when you're first starting something new. And it even pops up when you're doing something new. Let's say you have an established business and you're trying something new, you'll have these negative emotions and these negative thoughts pop up. But it really requires a shift in how you think about your business, and that you can override these feelings. But first off, it's important to recognize, one, that these are normal, and that two, you can be intentional with choosing how you want to think about your business. I often, when I started my business, I would often say, this is so hard, it's too complicated. And then what I did is I shifted how I was thinking, and I thought, I can figure this out. That's all I was saying to myself. I can figure this out one step at a time. I don't need to know the whole process right now. I just know that I can do one step at a time. Also, another one that I had mentioned that I used to think, I worry what other people will say. That kept me stuck from really creating the successful business that I have right now. And it's when I shifted from, I worry what other people will say, is I know that what I have to offer is for someone out there. I know that I can have the freedom, I can have the independence, and I can create a successful business. So I shifted through the years. I shifted this self-concept, this business self-concept, because I started out where I knew I wanted a business, but it's not enough to know that you want a business or that you want to do something new. You have to take the actions, but it starts with how you're thinking about yourself and how you think other people are thinking about you. I started thinking about myself as a business owner way before I created a full-time business. I started thinking every morning, during the day, I would get into a thought, thinking about how would it be, what would I be doing as a business owner? How should I be thinking? Taking chances that were little uncomfortable, maybe investing in something, investing in a program, investing in learning and training, investing in a coach. That is what my brain shifted from inaction of, well, I'm not a business owner yet, so I don't really know what more I can do. Well, there was a lot I could do. I just started to shift my whole mindset and my whole business self-concept. When we're thinking in this negative business self concept, from that place, of course, we're not inspired and motivated to build a business. We're not inspired to reach out to new clients. We don't feel like taking the actions that we know we should take, like posting, sending emails, following up, calling a yoga studio for teaching opportunities or a workshop that we want to give. So we want to shift how we think about ourselves and our business mindset. Here are some ideas on how you can be thinking and how you can be feeling. And jot some of these down, because this new business mindset and self-concept, if I say one or two of these words or phrases that really resonates with you, then that is something that you can take and use every day and start thinking of yourself as being what I'm going to just say right now, of being, for example, organized. So let's get into the list. And this is not an exhaustive list. There's a lot of ways that we can think about ourselves in business in a proactive way. So we want to shift our business mindset. We're organized. I'm confident in my message. I am bold, smart, optimistic, inspiring, independent, an innovator, powerful, adventurous, valued, self-assured. These are all things, all emotions. How do we want to feel? And create that self-concept from how we want to feel. If I want to feel like, let's pick one. Let's see. I want to feel inspiring. So what that means is I will start thinking about, I can't wait to post this message and someone I know will get a lot of benefit from this. This will be so inspiring to them. If it's inspiring to me, I'm sure someone out there needs to hear it as well. Versus my old business mindset would have been, well, I don't know if I'm saying the right words. I don't know if people are really going to listen or if they're going to read. I kept myself in this spiral of, well, I don't really know what to say. This may not be the right thing to say. I may turn someone off. I may turn someone where they're not listening or reading. I'm not inspiring. And so instead, shifting to, I am inspiring. I'm inspiring others through my actions and how I'm thinking. This has a whole different impact on our actions when we start thinking a different way and we start feeling like we are the business owner. When we start creating a business self-concept, you elevate what's possible. Your brain will start thinking of new possibilities of, well, maybe I'm going to try this. And now I'm going to try this. And oh, wouldn't it be interesting to see what happens when I do this? It keeps you in action when you have a positive business self-concept. When you start thinking about yourself that you are optimistic, you're organized, you're confident, you're valued, you feel self-assured, you are inspired and motivated to take actions that will lead to these kind of results. Like you'll improve your productivity, you'll increase your income, you'll become more consistent, you'll feel confident in your message and communicating with clients. You'll feel confident in managing your business, like the business money side of it. You'll create a plan for a successful business. You'll set and achieve goals. You'll manage your time. You'll confidently create work-life balance. You'll manage your obstacles, and you'll be an innovator in the holistic health space. This is so powerful, and I really, really hope that you can take some of these nuggets and use them in your business self-concept and start shifting it. And really, to maximize on it, take action now and go to register for this webinar. The webinar, it will be very interactive. I'll do the webinar at the beginning, and then I'm going to be answering questions. So come with any questions, coaching questions, business management questions, anything that I can help you with. I am there to help you. So it will be September 25th at, I believe it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be through Zoom. And will there be I'm not sure if there's going to be a recording at this point. We'll see. We'll see. But I really want you to, what I do know is when I was early on in my business, and even now I have to be a little bit more aware of it. If I know that something is going to be recorded, I won't make the effort of being on live. And what happens is that I would not even listen to the recording afterwards. So the power in coming to something live is, one, you won't miss the recording because it may not be recorded. Two, you can ask your questions and have coaching and you don't even have to come on live. Don't worry, you can put it in the chat, a question, and I'll address it. So this learning potential and opportunity is there for you. So I highly recommend register for this September 25th webinar, and stay tuned next week for part 3 of brain management in business. All right, everybody, take care and namaste.